finally come. The Fire Girl Code of Conduct 12 Laws to Living Her Life on Fire. It's releasing and is now available on Kindle. So go ahead, click the link below, on side, on top, around, wherever you see the link, and pin to the comment section, wherever. I just need you and all the authors. We have worked really hard to complete this project and to bring you something of high value. This book is a game changer. So go now and help us to go bestseller. Click the link and order your Kindle now. So look, I know y'all ready to meet these authors. They have worked hard. I'm absolutely so proud of them. I've read the book and it is simply fire. So look, let's bring our first author to the stage, none other than Regina Martin herself. Her chapter is Thou Shalt Control Your Destiny. Regina!
Hey there. Hey there, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight?
Awesome. So look, tell us a little bit about who you are first before we get started, um, and dive on in.
So, as Angela so eloquently introduced me, my name is Regina Martin, and I am one of the co-authors of the upcoming book that we're so excited about. I am a mother of three. I am an entrepreneur. I am a higher education professional, and I love helping people. So, in a nutshell, that is me wrapped up in a nutshell.
Awesome, Regina. So look, what has been your process of being being an author of this book anthology?
Let me just say this. When I posted that I was a part of this project, the amount of responses that I got, oh my goodness, they were just like, I didn't know you were writing a book. I didn't know you were writing a book. So this is my process. When I'm working on a project, I move in silence. I don't tell anyone what I'm doing until it's done. And my brother was in his feelings about it because he felt like I should have told him. But I told him, I said, listen, this is nothing personal, but it's a journey. And sometimes you have to put yourself off to the side and move silently while you're going through the process because I've never co-authored a book before, so it was definitely an experience for me, and I had to dig really deep in regards to the content because I wanted to make sure that it was relatable. I wanted to make sure that the audience understood what I was trying to say, and most importantly, I wasn't trying to make it about me, but I wanted to make it about the audience and help them to really resonate with the story.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So look, I just wanted to ask you this one question. Why this book and why now?
Why this book? Because it allowed me the opportunity to work with these amazing queens, and getting everyone's different perspective and working together for a common goal, which was to bring this book together. And the main reason is I've never done it before. So I love a challenge. It caused me to really come outside my comfort zone and be creative. I mean, and think about what I'm saying and who I'm saying it to. I never had to do that. I mean, as an educator, I do that all the time, but that's because I'm dealing with curriculum. I'm not dealing with curriculum when I'm writing a book. I'm writing a story, I'm telling a story, I'm digging thoughts out and helping those thoughts to resonate on paper. So it was definitely a game changer for me because it's something I've never done before. So I was up for the challenge. So that's why I did it now.
Awesome, awesome. So look, if you're just tuning in, you need to get over to this link right now and help us go bestseller. Order your Kindle right now. So everybody point down right now, right now, right now. Go get it right now. I'm telling you, I as a compiler, you have the idea, but you don't know how the vision is going to come to pass. You don't know who all the authors going to be. You don't know what everybody's going to bring to the table. You don't know what all the chapters are going to be when you have the idea. You just know that God put this idea in you. And to see this now and to read the chapters and put it together, and it's I don't get lost for words a lot, but I am lost for words just reading the book. And I'm an avid reader. As I was reading and putting this book together, it was some nights I would just say, Lord, just thank you. I needed this chapter. I needed this chapter. I needed to hear this. And I know if it stirs something up in me, it's going to stir something up in you. So if I were you, if you have been through anything in your life, if you have been through any dry season, any wondering why God do you hear my prayer, and you may be wavering in your faith, you may be compromising your beliefs and who you are and what you deserve, you need this book. I'm that bold enough to tell you that you need this book. So, Regina, you're part of the book. It's releasing, it's available, it's out, it's ready. How do you feel being a best-selling author?
Well, I have to tell you, I'm walking a little taller, holding my head a little higher, because the fact that I actually accomplished this, um, it was definitely a journey. It was a pleasant journey, but at the same time, when I actually got a chance to read, like you said, when I got a chance to read what I wrote and, wrote it back, looking at it, I was just, I had no idea that those thoughts were in my mind to be able to translate those on paper. And like I said, the message usually comes to the messenger first. So it was definitely dealing with me personally, dealing with what I view as a destiny, being able to travel that road, because everyone thinks that, you just go one way and that's it. And you don't take exits. You don't have an opportunity to explore other opportunities. And this project allowed me to do that. It allowed me to think about, what if this was my destiny? What if this is what I really am working towards? And it was very therapeutic for me. It really, really was. I had to kind of shut it off in my room when I was writing. No one knew I was writing, remember. Like I said, not even my immediate family. My husband didn't know. He got the announcement when everyone else did. And he was like, whoa, so you wrote a book? So you co-authored a whole book? I did. He said, oh, that's tight. That was his response. That was his congratulations to me. So when I tell you I move in silence, I mean I move in silence, because I don't, it's not that I'm thinking anything's going to go wrong or anything, but that's just my work ethic. I just don't talk about things. I just do it. And when it's done, I did a thing, and then they'll know.
You know what? She did a thing. I love it because your husband didn't know. And what
Mhm.
a lot of women that are married, they use the excuse, I have to talk to my husband to do this. I have to get my husband to agreement. And it shows your relationship and where it's at. That my
Mhm.
husband trusts me enough to make a destiny decision without him. I
We've been married for,
love
we've
it.
been married for 28 years. So I got to tell you, he is probably one of the most supportive people I know. If I invest myself into a project, he trusts that I'm going to see it through. So he wasn't worried. He was just shocked.
I love it. So I got a question for you about your chapter. And I'm gonna ask you this, and I just want you to touch on it just a little bit, but I don't want you to give it away. But I want
Mhm.
you to just tease them. I want you to get them wet a little bit so they can just go ahead and make them click in this reading. I want you to tell them a little bit about what's behind the curtain.
So, one of the things that is behind the curtain is failure is not an option. This is not to say that you won't fail, but it's what you do with that failure that's important. A lot of us tend to get caught up in failure, and we lean into it and we don't move forward from it. So, yes, you're going to fail, but it's what you do after that failure that is important. So, I don't want people to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fail. I'm going to hit a wall. Yes, you're going to hit a wall, but it's when you get up and you climb over that wall that what makes the difference.
when she broke down the analogy of behind, I'm telling, look, because I want y'all to get a little bit of taste of thou shall control your own destiny. Because we all have a curtain, a veil that sometimes we hide behind, and we don't know that's putting out our fire. We don't know that is hindering our everyday life. We don't know it hinders us from really walking in that place that we call destiny and purpose and getting there. In this chapter, she speaks to you about controlling your own destiny. So often we let everything else control our decisions, what we do, why we do them. Regina did not come to play. She said, you better control your own destiny. If you want to keep your fire lit, you got to control your own destiny. And when we say thou shall, that means we are decreeing and declaring this is a law to live by for you to live your life on fire. Every author is walking in their own level of fire. Every author has been through something to write on these pages that's going to literally set your soul on fire. So, look, Regina, why should they go ahead, get the book, get the Kindle, pre-order? Why should they get it? This in your own words.
It's a beautiful thing when a group of women can come together and provide their perspective without trying to feel like they're they're in competition with one another. That's what I see. I haven't seen everyone's chapter, but for me to be able to collaborate with a group of women and have different perspectives, have a different message, but still a relatable message that everyone can connect with. That's a beautiful thing because we live in a society where everybody is trying to compete to get to the next. And when you have a group of women where you can work on a project and we all are excited about it, we're nervous, we're anxious, but we know that this circle of women, we were meant to collaborate together. So that's the beautiful thing about this. There's no big eyes, little U's, but we're all in it for the same reason. We have a voice and we have something to say. And that's the beautiful thing about this project. Each voice has a different value, a different mindset, but it's still the commonality is keeping that fire going no matter where you are in your life.
Y'all heard her. She said it. Go ahead and click the link. Get your pre-order. Get the copy of the book. Contact Regina to get her services, whatever you want. But all I know is that you should live a life of fire. Now we now talking about the three Hebrew boys that was burned in fire and they had to come. We're not talking about that. Right. I talked about that in my chapter. I said I did not want the fire to be connected to the three Hebrew boys ever again in life. That I wanted a positive look at when I say I'm a girl on fire. We are fire girls and going through the fight. No, I don't want nothing to be connected to the past. And so often we talk about living life on fire, we instantly talk about all the struggles that we've been through. I wanted to redefine what fire looked like. And that's why this project is so relevant for your life right now. Are y'all ready for the next author? Are y'all ready for the next author? Who coming up next? Who coming to the stage next? Let's see who we got. Well, I think we got Lorraine White, the leadership coach. Woo-hoo, Lorraine. So tell us a little bit about you, what you do, all those amazing things.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good night. My name is Lorraine White. I am coach and leadership coach. I am a mother of two. I am a nurse by profession, and I am a co-author of this wonderful book, previous co-author of best-selling book, leadership book prior to this one. So I'm looking forward to the release of this one.
Awesome. So Tell us a little bit about your chapter. What did you write about? What's the title of your chapter? What was the motive behind your chapter? All those amazing things.
The chapter is Thou Shalt Persevere. And for me, with all of the books that or the chapters that I have written, it's always something that is going on. During that time, there was something going on, and you have to read the book to find out what was going on. I have to persevere through it. Even when it's like, oh my goodness, do I have to be writing this right now? It's like you're saying, Lorraine, you got to do this. So that thou shalt persevere. Hence, I had to write that. And so a lot of people, including myself, sometimes don't have the drive to keep pushing forward because of what they're dealing with. So, they need that encouragement. They need someone to help them or to show them how we have gone through and how what steps we have taken, the stages we went through in order to get to where we are now and still going through. So, life still happened, but we're still living on fire. Not hearing you.
Why is it so important to live your life on fire and to persevere?
Because I have a message that I have to give to other individuals across the board. Also, my children that I have to be an example to. So I have to live my life on fire. I have to keep going, even though when it's so hard. But God is still in control, and He's pushing.
Why is it so important for the reader to persevere and live her life?
Because each person have something to give in this life, and so we cannot give up on what our purpose is. We cannot. You don't know what your destiny is, and if you stop in the middle, you don't know what that next person needs from you. So our story is not for us; it's for the next person.
So look, y'all hit it. Go right now. Click the link here, all those different places. Go ahead and get to Kindle. Help us go bestseller. Come on, help us go bestseller. Let's do our bestseller dance. Hey, hey, hey. We having a party, y'all. We bestsellers, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. So look, I am so super excited. Lorraine, when I hear persevere, I just see a person continuing to go on regardless what comes your way. Regardless, it's like you have a goal, you have a place that you got to be, and you're not allowing anything to get in your way because you know what God told you. You know what God showed you. You know what you're called to do. And persevering through it all, just the fact that you have enough strength to persevere, that should help ignite your fire even the more. So I want to talk a little bit about why this book, why you, why now?
Why this book? It's a connection from I was trying to figure out why, Lord, why now? And it was burning inside me is where, okay, you need to do this and you need to do this. Then I'm seeing the connection with the leadership book, Thou Shalt Empower Others. How am I going to empower others? Because I persevered. I persevered in everything of where I am today. And my message on all this, the issues that I've been through, situations, whatever it is that I've been through, there's somebody that is out there that need to hear how I went through that situation because they may be dealing with that same situation. So each person have a connection with somebody out there. So it may not be for you, but they might be for the next person.
I have this question, and how that writing this chapter, how did it help you grow as a leader, as a woman, and as an author?
Oh, wow. Oh, it has helped me grown a lot. I have to stand up to my word. I have to say, thou shalt persevere. Oh my goodness, I'm writing about it. I need to persevere. I need to stand. I need to, whatever I say I'm going to do, I need to do it. And, no matter how, challenging it might be, I've still got to press and do it. And, showing my children that no matter what in school, you've still got to press. You got to do it no matter what, because you cannot reach to the end. You cannot succeed unless you try.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely. So what I want to do real quick, I just want everybody to come off mute, and I just want y'all to just say, go ahead and click, 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 click.
Go ahead and click, click, click,
click,
click,
click,
click, click. Hey.
We're gonna point out. Wherever the link at, wherever you find the link.
Wherever the link at, click, 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 click.
Wherever the link is.
Click it.
Awesome. Look, you guys. I am loving the vibe. I'm loving the energy. You guys are blowing up in the chat. You're clicking the link. You're clicking the link. I see you, but I want you to come on back to this video. Join the party. I want you to share, like, comment. Let us know where you're coming in at. Support. I don't like using the word support, right? Because support means that you're doing it for me, right? I want you to invest in your next level of living your life on fire. Invest in your mental well-being, your emotional well-being. We're not here because we have not read books. We are here because we have paved the way and we have shown that Black girls, yes, we do read, we do write, we do speak, we do coach, we do our thing as Black women, really setting a standard, a legacy for those women who's going to follow us. So what I need you to do, because I love you and I know you love you and I know you want to grow and I know you've been praying, God, I want to get to my next level. You have prayers on the line. This book is an answer to your prayer. If you have been feeling stuck in your spiritual life, stuck in your emotions, stuck in your purpose, you need this book because this book is going to set your soul ablaze. Because we are the fire girls and we have decreed and declared some laws for you to live by so that you can be all, can we say all that God has called you to be? So look, are y'all ready to hear from the next author, best-selling author, renowned author? Are y'all ready to hear from her? And who's coming up next? Who's coming up next? Who's coming up next? Is that Tracy? Hey, hey, so look, Tracy, tell us who you are,
Yes.
what you do, and all those amazing things.
Who am I? My name is Tracy Dancy. I am a premier director with Paparazzi Accessories. I'm a motivational speaker, grief coach, founder of Soaring on Angels Wings, which is a grief support group for grieving moms, and a second-time best-selling author, a mother of 6, a Mima of 5, and that's me summed up into one.
Awesome. So let's get into it. Why this book? Why you? And why now?
Why this book? Why me? And why not? Why not me, right? For so many times, I talked myself out of the opportunities. And I remember telling someone, when these doors begin to open, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to walk through those doors. For so long, it was no, no, no. And I said, every door that God opens for me, my answer is going to be yes. Even if I have to do it scared. And that's been my journey for a while now. I'm not going to say no, God. I'm not saying no. I'm going to say yes because I realize the significance in it all.
So look, y'all heard. She said she's not gonna say no. Now she here. second time best-selling author. She said, I'm gonna do if I'm gonna do it scared. You know what? I petition you, don't even say it that way. Just say, Lord, I surrender. Lord, I surrender. Because what? Your chapters, thou shalt live with expectation.
Yes.
So tell us what is that all about living? Don't give away the book because they got to go and click it and buy the book and all that stuff, right? So what is living your life expectation? How did this chapter come about?
Whew. Living your life with expectations. For me, it was about getting out of my own way. It was about silencing all the doubts that I allowed to hinder me, and to realize what my full potential was and believe that I can actually do it. If I believed it, if I talked about it, wrote about it, believed it, then I was going to see it manifest. And so in my chapter, we teach you how to water those expectations.
Water some expectations. I absolutely, you know what? I'm going to drink me some water now. Hold on. Because I'm expecting 1,000,000 copies sold, okay? I'm just going to water this word right now. Come on. We're going to expect 1,000,000 copies sold.
Yes. Yes.
Let me say 1,000,000 copies sold.
1,000,000 copies sold.
1,000,000 copies sold, because there are some women that need to level up and live their life with expectations. So often we just get up like it's a whole nother day. We get up, we go to work, we do this and we do that, and we have lost our urgency of expecting God to do something in our life, expecting God to open a door, expecting God to do what He said.
Absolutely.
To do. Tracy, so what I want you to do is I want you to just motivate them right now. Just give them a word of motivation.
Okay. From me, coming from a broken place, I was broken for so long that I almost gave up because I was stuck. I was stuck because life was happening. Life happened. Grief tripled in, left me crippled for a while. And I'm like, I cannot die here. I cannot die here. I remember quoting one of my favorite scriptures, thou shalt not die, but live to declare the works of the Lord. So as I began to repeat that scripture and repeat it, I realized God started putting all these women into my path because they were women that were going through some of the similarities that I was going through that needed to hear what I had to say. I would encourage you guys, if you're sitting on your stories, open up. Don't worry about what everybody else has to say. Don't let people control your thought process. Don't let them have that much power over the things that you are expecting. Don't expect you in others. Expect you from you.
Listen. Say that part one more again. Don't expect. Say that part again.
Don't expect you from others, but start expecting a you from you, because you hold the key to the things that you want to manifest. Nobody knows better than you the things that you want to birth.
And that's why, go ahead and click the link and get your books. Click. Hey. This is what it is to live your life on fire. We're not saying that everything is how we want it to be, but we decided that we was going to live our life on fire. We decided that we was going to push what we were going through to the side because we knew other women needed to know what it's like to live their life on fire. So what I need you to do, I need you to go ahead and click the link. Get your copy of the Kindle version. Help us go bestseller. Look, in my mind, I'm already best-selling of 100 books. In my mind, it's already.
That's where your expectation
That's
is.
what my expectation is. I expect nothing less, because if God gave it to me, you better believe it's already a bestseller, because the best-selling author have already created it. You've already spoken into existence, and it shall be established. So, Tracy.
Absolutely.
What would you say this writing process did you experience what did you experience writing this chapter?
A release. I'm like, I was overjoyed writing this chapter because I was actually believing everything that I've written on those pages. And to read my chapter and see those pages is life. There's life in that chapter. For me, there's life. When you purchase that book, it's life in that chapter. Because I'm like, listen, I'm taking back control over what I want. I'm no longer letting people project who they feel that Tracy should be. So I manifest, I'm in control of this.
You know what she said.
And so that's pretty much how I felt. I felt liberated. I felt liberated and empowered writing that chapter because I am living with expectations, and I write about what I talk about it, I write about it, and I believe everything that I write and talk about.
Let me tell you. I know y'all felt that. Y'all felt that. Yeah, y'all felt that fire. I felt that fire in your whole shine. Na 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 na. So go ahead and click the link and get your copy. Look, we're gonna keep it rolling with these other authors. I'm telling y'all, they ain't coming to play with y'all. They have not come to play with y'all. Who coming up to the stage next? Who coming up to the stage? Come on, Miss Monet. What's going on? Look, this is the prayer corner right here. So tell the people who you are, and everything that you do.
Hello, everyone, and AB. Hello. My name is Marnay Deschelle, and I'm an affiliate marketing consultant, and that's where I service in beauty, accessories, travel, and of course ministry. And you've already talked about the prayer corner. I'm also an ordained minister, so that is what. And I am now. I'm no longer upcoming, but I am an author of this amazing project, which came my way unexpectedly. But I'm just glad that I said yes.
I absolutely love it. I'm honored to have all of you ladies a part of it. Monet, what's some of the things that you experience in writing your chapter? And what is the name of your chapter?
The name of my chapter is Walking in the Power to Push. And basically what I experienced is I had to I felt like what is it, Back to the Future, because I had to go back to reminisce about some things, not to give anything away, but the thing about it, I always say, if you can talk about it, if you can think about it, and there's no animosity or anything in your heart, and you can talk about it without any tears flowing, you're healed. So this is definitely a time that I was healed, but I had to go back and look at some things and recognize, what made me recognize the power within me.
I absolutely the power to push, because some people feel like that the power is outside of them. The power you need is inside you. And sometimes we have to push past some things. Sometimes we got to step over some things, knock down some things. But the biggest part is in the push. In the push, you get stronger. In the push, you develop the strength to persevere, to live with expectations, to control your own destiny. Come on now, let's do this, right? So look, it's in everything that we do, it takes the power, the will to do something, right? So what I want you to do is give a little nugget about your chapter. Don't give this just a little teaser, just a little teaser.
Well, basically, it's what I had to go back and look at. When you go to the gym, when you go, you're working out, you're tired, you're sweating. There are times you do feel like giving up, but you have a goal, whether it's to lose weight or to do better with your health. And when you look They're you know, and even with women, you know, but when you look there, there's some type of a firmness there, even if it's not a muscle. There's you know, now the body may be shaped a little different. Your health is a little better. So basically, with that being said, you look and there's a muscle, and you've gotten over the hump. You know, so I had to go back and find some things that actually built that muscle for me to push, because there are times we do want to give up. There are times we don't think, you know, that we can push, you know. And my whole thing is, we are made in God's image, and He has all powers. So why can't we have some of that power as well? And we do.
So you think about it, how does that relate to living a life of fire?
Oh well, living your life on fire. You talked about the three Hebrew boys, but it's basically coming out of the negative and going into the positive of the fire, the lit. You know, that's the word now, being lit. You know, so now you're out without the, you know what they say. I don't look like what I've been through. So basically, with living your life on fire is now coming out of the negative into the positive of excitement, the excitement of life, the excitement of healing, that excitement of, okay, I got through this. That, you know, now there's an excitement that you really can't even explain. You know, one thing about happiness, but joy is a whole nother part as well. You know, so that's basically it. That excitement is just, you know, it's just different from anything else.
You know what? I kind of got excited. I got excited because sometimes we forget to live with excitement. Sometimes when we go through so many different things and we're stressed out and we're busy, we forget to be excited about life and who we are. So, in your own words, why should they go ahead and get the book?
Oh, definitely get the book. The book. Let me tell you, if it will restore, it will rejuvenate. If you feel you have arrived, you know, when you read this, you're going to realize, oh, there's more to it. There's definitely more to it. You know, I've gotten through, but there's more. You know, it's more to keep going for. There's more to keep going. Not saying, like I said, we know things are going to come our way, but it's more out there to get. We're not done. You know, it ain't over till God says it's over. So get the book. You will not be disappointed. Trust me, you will not be disappointed.
I love it. I love it. So, if you're just coming in, we are celebrating our bestseller campaign. Click the link, get your order of the Kindle version. Click, 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 share,
Click.
share, click, share, click. And we're going to continue this on for the next 28 and 48 hours until we hit number one bestseller. That's the goal, number one bestseller. We don't want the top 100. We don't want the top 20. We don't want the top 10. We want number one bestseller. Okay, number one bestseller. We have several new authors, and I would love to say they became a number one best-selling author being a part of this project, right? So can we give it up to the first time authors are part of this project? Let me tell y'all, you gonna be excited when you get that book in your hand for the first time. OMG. When you see your name, your picture, your chapter, it's going to be an excitement like never before. And you may cry, jump for joy, but it is a feeling of accomplishment like never before. I think every book for me, I get that notion like, this is my very first book. Like, oh my God, oh my God. But let me tell you something. We got some more authors. We got some more authors. So I need you to go ahead, like, click, share, comment, all those amazing things. We got Tanya that's going to come up and tell us about her chapter. She's one of the first time authors. So I'm just going to get in. Tanya, why you? Why now? Why this book?
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. Like, this was really God divine. Like, right
No. She gonna come back. I don't know what happened. Oh, her audio coming in. We gonna come in. Come on. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. But this was writing a book was one of the things on my bucket list. And I reached out to several other people prior to you reaching out to me. So it was a no-brainer. At first I was gonna say I didn't have time, but I'm sure glad I didn't let time hold me back. And listening to these other authors, Angela, you did your thing putting us together because these chapters are really, I haven't even read nobody else chapter, but listening to everybody speak, it's going to sink like one person wrote the book, actually. And we keep talking about the book, but the workbook is really the thing. So if you haven't clicked yet, shame on you. Y'all need to get the clicking. Click, click, click.
She said, "Get the clicker." I forgot we had. Shame on me. Didn't even talk about the workbook, y'all. The book and the workbook. You know what? I'm gonna let Tanya talk about the workbook. I'm gonna let Tanya talk about her chapter. What is the type of the title of your chapter?
So my chapter is Thou shalt live and walk with high expectation. And I'm just big on that. I mean, I've seen the low. I've seen the longer you live, you gonna realize that my chapter is the truth because our God is big, and I was told that He want us to live a life of abundance, and in order to do that, you got to live on some high expectations. So you need to read my chapter and see how you can check off the boxes to see if you're living your life with high expectations. I mean,
Our standards.
standards. Tracy said we were gonna do that.
Awesome. Also, look, if you guys are just coming in, click like, share, comment, all those amazing things so that you can get a part of this book and the workbook. The authors, they're excited. They are pumped. I know you guys are honored just from the messages and the text messages you guys sent, our chats, our meetings that we have had, all those amazing things. Tanya, what does it mean for you to be a first time author?
Unlike Regina, I told everybody I did not move in silence. I was excited. I tried to recruit some other authors. I mean, I've been on fire since the day I paid my deposit. So, I mean, this is a big thing to me. It's like people want to jump out of a balloon or a plane for the very first time. This was one of my things to do before I leave this world. Because now I have a book. Like, I think about some people that has left here, and you want to know like what their life was like. And you don't, I mean, the only thing I can remember is sitting on the porch with them and conversations that we had. But if they had wrote a book, I could go back and read that book and be like, dog, my grandmama was like that. You know, I'm excited. I want the book. I'm gonna buy several copies myself. So I'm gonna have a closet full of books and workbooks. I'm excited.
Awesome, awesome. I absolutely love it. If y'all can just hear, I know y'all feel the fire, feel the energy, feel the excitement of these authors. I need you to take that same feeling and put it in your finger and click to go ahead and get your copy, right? Come on, put the fire in the finger, click. And then when you click it, I want you to hit share, hit like, come on, hit comment, let us know where you're from, because sometimes we got to tell the people what to do because they are hearing and they don't do any action. See, all about living your life on fire is about what you are doing in the world, your light shining bright. And I already know that you've been through some things. I already know you want to have the fire reignited. You need to push a little bit further, knowing that you have the power to push, create those high standards, and all those major things. So go ahead and click and help us go bestseller. Tell all your friends, your mama them, your cousin them, your co-workers, all them folks that look that the Fire Girl Code of Conduct, the first edition to the Fire Girl Code of Conduct, 12 Laws to Living Her Life on Fire, is available. So go ahead and get it. So we got another author. We got another author coming up. So none other than Jolie, the Great, coming to the stage. Jolie,
Hey, y'all.
what's going on?
Hey.
So tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and all those amazing things.
So I've been sitting over here trying to figure out how I was going to wrap all of what I do in a nutshell. I don't know if, okay, so I am a mother of 4. I am a MJ. We don't say nano grandma. I'm an MJ. He's 2 months. I am a motivational speaker. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. People try to call in. I am a motivational speaker, life coach. I am a multi-best-selling author because I have lost counts. But you all will understand that fooling with AB, this is not only your first. So be ready for the next book and the next book. Did I mention the next book? And more workbooks and more classes. So you're in it for the long haul. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this project. It has definitely, I think we can all put our fingers up and say we have all been stretched in this book and in this workbook in a positive way. But it just shows, it's God's way of showing it's more to us than we know. We only know our own boundaries. But when somebody else, when that coach comes in and says, give me 2 more, you got it. Give me 3 more. Do 1 more. You find out, man, I'm a little stronger than what I thought I was. So, we got the baddest coach in the land that, has definitely showed us we are able to be stretched and we can't break. We just expand. And so I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's to come.
Nah, I just should have known that Jolie was gonna bring up something like that. Ain't got nothing to do with the book.
Yes, it do. It do.
Look, ain't got nothing to do with the book about being stretched.
It does. I'm gonna tie it in too. Watch.
So look, tell the people what your chapter is and what it's all about.
So the title of my chapter is "Thou Shalt Walk in Her Truth." And goodness, y'all, I'm so sorry. And the reason why I chose that chapter is because when you say, hey, you know what? I've looked at me, I've accepted me for who I am. It is time for me to take that initial step. You start peeling back things about your life that you didn't really know or that you had hid away for so long. I tell, people, it's kind of like that file cabinet that you got in the back and you shove all the papers behind it. And, that part that you don't want anybody to know about you. When you start walking in your truth, those papers start coming out of that file cabinet. You have to start pulling that stuff out and be like, man, I forgot this is back there. Oh man, I forgot I had did all that. Man, I forgot I went through this and I forgot I did this. And so each step makes you a little stronger because although you have to relive those things, you gain strength because now you're peeling those off. And I think one thing I said in there, I'm gonna throw this out there is when you talk about fire, it's not about burning, it's about applying pressure. And if we know that when pressure is applied to anything, when you look at the diamond, it took some fire, it took some heat, and it took a lot of pressure for it to become beautiful. So we have to have that pressure in order for us to become who we're supposed to be in our divine purpose.
You know what? I absolutely love it. So this is what I want you to do. I want you just to help the people to see the importance of walking in your truth and living a life of fire.
I'm currently working on something, and one thing that I'm working on is, I call it it's time to re-up. And if you look at the word re, it means to do something again. And when you set the fire, even if you look at, all of us, I feel like we all have had, that wick inside of us. And it may have been lit at one time in our life. And whatever happened in life started life, and kids started happening, things started traumas, that fire was put out. So it's time to relight, it's time to reignite that. It's time for us to allow, I'm going to say allow the things that we've gone through to light that fire. It's time to take control back over those things. I know some things that I've been through. I can either reminisce and sit in those traumas and let it dim my light and become a victim, or I can take that trauma and say, you know what? I need to help somebody. So let me put this trauma on this wick so it'll light this up and people can see the good and can see the power in the trauma that I went through. And when you're walking, when you talk about walking, it's emotion. When you walk, you walk forward, you move forward. You don't see people moving backwards. Your initial walk, when you take a step, you automatically move forward. So walking in her truth is moving forward, moving out of the place of where you've been stagnant for so long, moving out of that. And guess what? When you're moving, it's uncomfortable because sometimes you don't know what's on the other side of where you're going. So it's moving in the uncomfortable, but trusting that your truth is on the other side and that your destiny is on the other side. So I want to do something a little different. I know the coach is in control, but we need to hear from the coach because she gets it from us. But AB, tell us why now. The fire, trust me, I've been a part of the fire movement, because that's what it is now. It ain't even just fire. It has become a movement. Why this book and why now?
I would say this book right now because this is one of the official things in the rebranding of the book. The series was called The Queendom Code of Conduct, and it's kind of spent over now to the Fire Girl Code of Conduct. And when I started looking at it, I've been coined as the girl on fire for many years, but I did not have something published to represent the fire. I talked about it, but I had nothing published, nothing physical that I can hand to the next generation to say, this is the Fire Girl Code of Conduct that you need to live your life by. This is the code of conduct that says this is a true woman on fire. This is a true woman who redefined what that fire looked like. And not only did I want that to be a legacy for me, but in everything I do to help other women establish their legacy. So living her life on fire is not for the right now. This is establishing law for the generations to come.
I like that. So I need for us to get in your business, just a little deeper.
Okay.
What are some things that you had to sacrifice to birth this project?
Ooh, child. Why that question?
because you know what, it's funny because I look at these new authors, and this was really like for me when I first became author, it was really like childbirth, because you had to sit in, okay, what am I going to write about? Okay, something has to develop. Okay, I feel some movement in there. Okay, now I can start. Okay, I got a title. Okay, what else? So it's a build up to, okay, here is my baby. I've presented it. And when, especially, and I don't mind to talk about me. When you're pregnant at a young age, you lose friends. You have people that you're a disgrace. You're this, because they don't understand what you're birthing. They're looking at, from their eyes, but you're looking at it from, hey, I have a blessing on the inside of me that's coming. And I feel like it's the same way with these with these chapters. People don't understand. You wasting your money. Oh, you're doing this again. Oh, you're doing this. And God will put you in a place of isolation to say this ain't for everybody. So I don't know it all, but I know one visionary to another that it had to have been times where you just like, God, are you sure about this thing? Are you sure I got to do? Are you sure I got to walk this way? You sure I got to step on these coals to get over here? Are you sure I'm supposed to turn away from this? So I want people to know the that goes into like the birthing of, you know, this vision.
First I'm gonna say a lot of tears, a lot of seeking God to hear from God. And it's so funny because when you talked about being the coals, and I took this part out of the book and I stated that you are the coal. Often we put coals in the fire to get it reignited. But if you look at you are the coal that somebody else needs in their life to reignite them. So for me, sacrificing is just the creativity, the time to sit, the time to listen, the time to be still, the time not to be wavered by what I seen. I sacrifice of resources, time, sleep. There were nights I didn't go to sleep until 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up writing, I'm up working, I'm up strategizing, I'm up putting together the formatting, the graphics, the books, and all those different things. So because I am the compiler, the visionary, and the publisher, it's a little bit more weight than just being a compiler and coming up with the vision. But for me, it has been rewarding because when you have a call for authors, it's either this or that. But my prayer was, God, you know who needs to be a part of this book. You know who been praying to be a part of a book project. You know what woman that's been living her life on fire in the background, in the closet. You know who this opportunity is for. And as a visionary, you have to stand and know if God gave you the vision, that he will send the authors, he will send the people, he will send everything that you need for it to be birthed. And that's one of my chapters is based on thou shalt live in the all-knowing. And getting up to this point and living my life on fire, I had to move beyond faith. I had to move beyond hoping and wishing and to know who God is in me, who God is through me, and who God is for me. And that takes a whole nother level of maturity and revelation. That means we have to wipe away everything we've been taught about living by faith. That means we have to wipe away everything we think we know about hoping and wishing and all these things that we do to beg God over something that we already have a right to. I need y'all to sit on that for a moment. And I need you guys to analyze your prayer life. Are you begging God for something that he already gave you the right to, the birthright to, the power to do that's already on the inside of you? So for me, I had to sacrifice my whole so-called belief system and how I looked at God.
Do you see why I needed her to talk? Because she done gave us a whole certain, like, literally just like, I like how Lorraine put it, like this, our journeys are not for us. We've lived them already. It's for the ones coming behind us or that are here now that don't know how to navigate. Yeah. Nobody on this call, I'm sure, the things we're going to read about in your chapter does not match who we see right now.
Yeah.
And some, I know your stories, and it does not match what we see. The greatness we see now, it does not match. And it's like, oh my God, they got through all of that. Okay, I need to tap in and see how I can, because I'm going through some stuff. I'm going through these things, and I need to see how they've overcome and come out. So I thank you for child, for sharing. That was a word for tonight.
That's the first chapter. I have 2 chapters.
Right. Oh Lord.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna give a nugget. The book ends with "Thou shalt be the fire."
Mm.
And I want to give thanks to Joel Wayne, the husband of Jolie the Great, for that word. And I'm one of those people, just like when me and Marnay, we was on the Facebook Live and she said something, I as a Brandon expert, I just took it, I just ran with it, right? And when I was asking God, okay, what other chapter do I need to write? He said, the whole book, you have showed them how to live their life on fire. But to live your life on fire, you got to be the fire. And when I broke being the fire down, it is your essence, your existence as a woman, as a woman. So often we try to do things. We say we are working toward doing things. We are doing so much, but we're being so little. When I walk into the room, I'm not bringing the girl on fire. I am being the fire to ignite the room. When you understand your real power. And that is where I am in everything that I do. And everything that God has given me from this project on is about knowing and being the fire. And when I train speakers, I always say you have to be the word, be the message that you speak, so that you can embody, you can show people a physical proof of what you're saying out of your mouth. And when I look at the whole aspect of the girl on fire and the fire code of conduct, that means we all have an obligation to live every law out. We all have a mandate because we are part of this code, this standard for living our life on fire. We are all now accountable to every chapter in the book. As we take every law and apply it to our life. So when they say, Marnay, oh, what happened? You transformed because I stood on the fire girl code of conduct. When you're dealing with your children and your business, they ask you, I see a light in you because I live by the fire girl code of conduct. That I just don't live my life any kind of way. But I live by a code of conduct, of ethnic. I have a standard for how I live my life. So therefore, once you click this book, now you are obligated, you are held accountable to not only start the book and the workbook, but to finish it. One of the things about living your life on fire is you being accountable for the words that you speak. Because you have the power to give life. That's a law. That's a universal law that God established. When you speak, either you're going to kill or you're going to give life. And as fire girls and women on fire, we speak to give life. We're not worried about the dead things. We worry about the things that are willing to come back to life. So you coming back to life in your next season, if you click in the link to get the book, you saying to yourself that I want to live and live that abundantly. No more just barely existing, no more just going through the motions, but it's time to live your life on fire. Is that all the questions, Joey?
Oh yeah, honey. No, cause here's the thing, y'all. If I ask her any more questions, baby, she gonna give them too much, and they gotta come get this book. But I appreciate you pouring into not just us, but those that are celebrating with us, because this book is truly going to touch not just us. I can't wait to read everybody else's chapter. Like these chapter titles have just had me gone, so I cannot wait to read the chapters and just really live by them, because it's not just my code, my law. I need all the rest of the laws too, to make sure I'm on point, make sure I'm balanced. So I appreciate you pouring into us.
Thank you. So we have Tracy Dancy, Thou Shalt Live Your Life with Expectation. Marnay Darshell, Thou Shalt Have the Power to Push. Walk in her power to push. Lorraine White, Thou Shalt Persevere. Regina Martin, Thou Shalt Take Control of Her Destiny. Jolie Rashawn, Thou Shalt Walk in Her Truth. Tanya Gilly, Thou Shalt Live with High Standards. We have April Oliver, Thou Shalt Reclaim Her Identity. We have Daphne Nichols, Thou Shalt Aim in Her Higher Calling. Then we have, I'm missing somebody else, Nina Monica, Thou Shalt Enrich Your Life. Alicia Johnson, Thou Shalt Fire Up Your Finances. And Angela Brand, Thou Shalt Live in the All-Knowing, and Thou Shalt Be the Fire. Ladies, come off mute. We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate. My name like, woo!
Yeah.
We got to celebrate. We got to celebrate. My name, what's going on?
I was just gonna say, like,
what's going on over there? She like,
I'm good. I'm good.
So look, anybody have any last words to say? Anybody?
Get the book.
Click, click, click.
It's a game changer.
Hold on.
Live on fire. Live on fire.
You don't want to miss out on this project.
I'm telling you, look, it is.
hey, AB, oh, never mind. She off mute now. Okay.
Oh, okay. It has been such a pleasure.
Yes.
Every book project that I do, I know that these authors that come there are God ordained. And I don't know the full reason why God sent them. They know what they prayed for. They know what they are going through. They know where they're working, towards. I just know that I'm a vessel. I'm a willing, I'm an open vessel. Those who know me know that if God say do something, I'm gonna do it. I've learned not to question when God tells me, because guess what? I live in the all-knowing, and when I know He tell me to do something, that He have my best interest at heart. Not going to tell me to do something that's not going to be for my benefit, because He know the end already, and He know exactly the steps that I need to take, that you need to take. So if you're listening to this, if you found this by any of the World Wide Web, this is your sign that you need the book. This is your call. This is your confirmation that you need the book. So go ahead and get the book, get the workbook. You can't get the workbook without the book, because they are a companion. They come together, they gel together. To get the full fire experience, you need the workbook. Okay? You need the workbook. So we need the workbook, because the
workbook
is going to show you, we coach you through the workbook, how to live, how to apply these laws, because we read, but we don't know how to apply. We hear, but we don't know how to apply. The workbook shows you how to apply these laws to your life so that you can get the full benefit. So we thought enough about you that we did not want to leave you hanging from a book. So we created the workbook. And the workbook it's full of affirmations, it's full of quotes, it's full of activities, it's full of this things that you can do to display your life on fire. And if you know, like I know, the power of words, the affirmations alone is going to ignite your soul. We have every affirmation for every law, quotes for every law. If you are a person who stand by quotes, if you can't remember a whole paragraph, you can remember one line of a quote that all the women came up with themselves. Ladies, I want you to give yourself a round of applause. You did it. You did it. I am so proud of you. You did it. You did it. You
Yes.
did it. Even when I got all those text messages, AV2, what? You did it. You said,
Like I always said, the conversations that I have in my head about you, about the things that you're asking me to, I can't say them right now. But there were some serious conversations going on in my head, AB.
Like, what in the world? What the what?
but you know what? As a visionary, my goal and my intention always is to get you to a new you than you were before you encountered me.
Girl, you be stretching. You be stretching. You be stretching for real.
But
For real.
Out
For
of
real.
the box.
yes,
Out of
it
the
was
box.
already in
Out of the
you.
box.
It was already in you. It was already, I didn't ask you to do nothing that was not already in you.
My Lord Jesus.
Crazy. She got us like
She's
Elastigirl on
pulling it
the
from the
Incredibles.
background. She's pulling it from the back to the front. Thank you.
But can we say the assignment is complete?
It is complete.
We understood the assignment.
Yeah.
I understood the assignment.
Yes.
Regardless of what the coach is giving y'all, the conversations and the mumbling, you understood the assignment. We got it out and it is complete. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. I am absolutely so proud of you guys. Come on.
Congratulations, Queens.
Yes.
Fire girls, yes. Fire ladies. Fire ladies.
So look, if you guys are listening to this and you say, you know what, I want to be a part of your next project. I want to be an author. I want to be on this platform. I know that I have some wisdom, some knowledge in me that somebody else needs to hear. So look, the Fire Code of Conduct, 12 Laws to Womanhood, will be releasing during Women's History Month of March of 2024. And we have a few more spots to become a best-selling author. I have a 100-book goal. The next 10 years, I'm going to birth 70 books. This little Black girl from the east side of Detroit decided to believe in what God has placed on the inside of her. Now, I don't know any Black woman with 100 books. I don't know any woman with 100. I don't know anybody with 100 books. But what I do know that God gave me the vision and it shall come to pass.
Absolutely.
If he gave it to me, then the women are already ordained to be part. So what I need you to do, if you're sitting there thinking about, okay, is it my time? Is she talking to me? Can I really do this? I want to say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Matter of fact, we're going to say you already did. I'm going to speak to you in past tense. You already did. I'm going to have the link in the description and pinned to the comments as well for you to be the next part of the next book anthology. Next year, I have a 10 book goal per year, 10 book attention per year, right? So this book, I'm not just only releasing the workbook and the book, but I'm actually releasing 6 books November 11th. I have been stretched. I have been pushed. I have been commissioned in this season to produce every idea, because so often we sit and we want to ask other people permission. We want to ask other people's opinions. We want to sit and wait to get devil confirmation. You don't need confirmation because you live in the all-knowing. You don't need to hear another word about it's your time to be an author. You got to live in the all-knowing. Now is your time. This is your opportunity. This is the right opportunity. It is at the right investment. It is with the right person, and the time is right now. So all you got to do is decide that I want to be next. It is my time. It is my turn. It is my season. And I know that I am well capable. And if you don't know you're capable, I know you're capable because I provide the coaching, the training, the framework, the structure, and everything you need to produce a best-selling author. All right. So look, you guys already know that I will see you in the fire. You guys be blessed, and be blessed. Come on, let's give them a fire girl welcome, a fire girl goodbye, a fire girl congratulations. Because look, y'all, we are best-selling authors. Woo, 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 woo.
Yay!
Yay! Look, see you guys in the fire. Be blessed.
Blessings.